So again, women are, society also tells us we need to shrink because we need to be palatable. We need to be a certain way that is acceptable for us to be seen in a certain way. We're not supposed to be ugly. We're not supposed to be angry. We're not supposed to have all these emotions. Well, you know what? That really started to piss me off because I'm a very nice and kind person. But oh my God, if you piss me off, you are going to hear about it. And I'm going to say it. So for many, many years, I hid that. I'm like, oh, I'm angry. I'm angry, but I'm just going to be sweet and smile. Oh, well, that no longer happens. I'm not rude, but I'm going to tell you what you did. I'm going to tell you I didn't like it. What you choose to do with that is up to you. End of story. You
Yeah.
know, and that was actually why my last relationship, I broke up with him. It was funny. I was actually thinking about this the other day because we were together once a few years ago on the East Coast, and I broke up with him on the East Coast. And then I moved to California and he was here a couple of months later. We wound up getting back together and I just recently ended things with him. Why? Because you know what? He could never say, I'm sorry. If he had said, I'm sorry, or at least was truthful about the things that he, where he wasn't, I mean, I'm not saying I was perfect, but I was at least truthful. So I will say that. If you could just say you're sorry when it's needed to be said, it's really, really important. So my point of all that is women shouldn't shrink. We should own our anger. We should own our emotions. Emotions are not bad. They do not make us weak. They do not make us stupid. They don't make us any of the things that society tells us. So that's one thing. But then once we shrink, then men falsely feel like they have power over us. And there's no power dynamic here. This is what cracks me up about everything I see. The power dynamics. There doesn't need to be a power dynamic. We freaking need each other. End of story. Why don't we figure out how to work together? We need each other. All this BS, I don't need a man. Do I need one? Probably not. Do I want one? Yes. Because I know that with the right man, I'm going to be a better version of me than I ever could be on my own. So it's like you're talking about with this woman that you're seeing. There's so much to that, and it's so important. So let's just stop saying we don't need each other. We are put together on this planet for a reason, not because we don't need each other, because we do need each other, because we need to figure out how to be right to each other.
Yeah. Well, and one
Problem.
of the best ways to do that and establishing that is boundaries. Both parties setting boundaries, but I think it's easier for men have been given this authority through, and I don't believe it was really originally designed this way, but that's another conversation. But men have had this authority for a long time where they're the ones setting the boundaries and creating the rules. Honestly, I think the household runs much better when a woman sets her boundaries because, after all, since women are typically the multipliers, I think that their heart, their intuition, and other things should be protected above everything else. Because I'm essentially made to take bullets, right? I don't need. I want to expect boundaries, but I have more of a warrior mentality, right? So hunter and gathering, going out and conquering, all of those things. So it's hard to shift gears and become soft. However, a woman who can create boundaries and set boundaries can make that strong man become gentle and soft and respectful. And if he truly, truly loves his partner or respects his partner, he may step on the boundary, but he's not going to. But here's what happens, especially for people like me. If that boundary's set, but I walk on it and over it, and then you allow it, that boundary is going to get pushed so far away from where you intended, the whole relationship and everything